What if you were raised by the Russian mafia? Age 8. You grow up in a cramped apartment in Brighton Beach. Your job, prepare packages, seal envelopes, count stacks. You only watch, listen, and stay silent. Age 13. While other kids play, you deliver envelopes. No drugs, no guns, just cash. Silence is currency. Age 18. They invite you to the table. Cold stares. That night, stars are carved into your shoulders. You're in the Brotherhood now. No way out. Age 22. You collect taxes for businesses, coordinate shipments. When someone refuses to pay, you eliminate the threat. Age 28. A drop goes wrong, red dots on your chest, a windowless room. They want names. You give them silence. It was about your loyalty. Age 30. Released. A black car waits. The boss smiles. Now we know. That night, you become a vor v zakoni, a thief in law. You answer to no one. You are the law. Age 40. Wealth, influence, power. But in this world, no one retires. One wrong move. You're arrested or buried in silence. If you travel to ancient Egypt with a Glock 17, they would fear you immediately. They don't understand what you're holding, but they understand what it does. Over time, you rise higher and higher until you're sitting in a palace along the Nile ruling as pharaoh. Then one day, your weapon runs out of ammunition. You pull the trigger, but nothing happens. Someone notices, then everyone does. No one kneels anymore. They take the weapon from you, tie your hands, and before the sun rises over the pyramids, they throw you from the temple tower. What would happen if you spent an entire day with Conor McGregor? Hour 1. You wake up in Conor's secret mansion. He's cooking breakfast in silk pajamas, and the kitchen is lined with proper 12 bottles. He hands you a plate stacked with 15 different dishes and says,
"To absolutely nobody!"
Hour 5. You refuse the whiskey in his private gym. You start training, you get tired fast, your lungs quit first. One clean punch and you're staring at the ceiling. The clip is already online. Your mom just texted, "Why are you fighting him?" Hour 10. You're at a fake press conference. Bright lights. Media everywhere. You try to speak. Conor grabs the mic and interrupts you. The crowd laughs. Hour 15. You're in the UFC octagon. You touch gloves. The first punch lands. That's it. You hit the canvas. Your phone lights up beside you. Khabib, send me location. You type one word. Vegas. Hour 24. You and Conor are in a Vegas casino like nothing happened. Chips stacked, lights flashing. You think the day is finally over. Then you see someone behind him. You freeze. Conor turns. Khabib is just standing there. No words. One clean strike. Chips fly everywhere. The casino goes silent. You don't feel exhausted anymore. You feel dangerous. What if a modern doctor went to medieval Europe? Day 1, you wake up in the streets of London where illness is treated with tradition and prayer. You see doctors walking around wearing beaks. They call it medicine. You call it infection. Day 2, you boil water before drinking it. Wash your hands before you touch a patient and clean wounds instead of covering them. They mock you until fewer people die. Day 3, you isolate the sick and separate clean from contaminated. You burn infected cloth. The survival rates rise. They call it a miracle. Day 4, a child with a high fever survives the night because you cool him and keep him hydrated. Word spreads faster than disease ever did. They stop calling you a miracle and start following. Day 5, you introduce basic sanitation. Hope grows. People travel miles to see you and line up outside your door before sunrise. Day 6, the church gets word of you. They watch you heal without prayer and cure without ritual. They don't question your results, they question your authority. Day 7, the church closes in and you're removed before sunrise. Do you think they made the right?
What if a modern firefighter went back to old London? You wake up in the Great Fire, smoke everywhere, rooftops burning. You have modern tools, a fire extinguisher. You squeeze the handle and the flames vanish. The crowd stares, no water, no prayer, just white powder. You save a door, a room, a family. Then you realize an extinguisher can't stop a city, so you shout orders, form lines, and do the unthinkable. Tear down buildings ahead of the fire to cut off its fuel. The fire hits the empty gap and dies. London survives. By sunrise, they don't call you a hero. They call you a man who fought God's will, and they execute you.
What would happen if time started moving backward? 2020, the world shuts down during the pandemic. Cities on lockdown, empty highways, masks on every face, fear spreading faster than the virus. 2018, TikTok explodes. People jumping out of moving cars to dance, the Kiki challenge everywhere, chasing views and viral fame. 2016, Pokemon Go takes over the world. Parks packed at midnight, strangers running through streets chasing creatures only their phones could see. 2014, the Ice Bucket Challenge floods the internet. Ice water crashing down over heads, laughing faces, viral nominations tagging the next person. The years keep rewinding, social media fades, the noise of the modern world slowly quiets. 2000, no filters, no algorithms, just real life. You meet a beautiful girl, you start dating, you fall in love, you marry her, but suddenly you disappear because she was your mom.